It's recording now.
Okay. So I was asked to do 5 tips on booking parties. Okay. So my first tip is to do the 72-hour game plan. But I suggest doing it 2 to 3 times a month. I do it at the beginning of the month, the end of the month, and sometimes in the beginning, in the middle of the month, because I'm always trying to book 2 to 3 months out. So if I get like January booked, in January I'm trying to get February booked, and then so on. Sorry, my brain. The second tip I say is be creative when you book your parties, either in home or through text message or in person or even on the phone. I bribe my customers. I'll give them a free gift, a free pair of leggings, or I'll give them a discount, or I'll bring like door prizes and say like the first 3 people to try on, first 3 people to book a party will get this door prize. Or so I kind of bribe my customers just to try to progress parties that way. I also, the third tip that I suggest is what I do is I keep a list. I have 3 to 4 different lists. I have the 50 names for the 72-hour game plan. I have list of people who said, I want to host one, just not right now. And then I have those who say maybe in a few months. And I always go back to those lists and say, hey, I'm just checking up on you. You wanted to host a party, but you weren't sure when. Are you available these days? So that's what I try to do is not give them an option of when they're going to do a party. Just say, I have these days available. Can you do these days? And I book 2 parties on Saturdays. So I do noon to 2 and 6 to 8 because that's what's worked for my customers is doing 2 hours, but you can do the hour and a half. The 4th suggestion I have is to be consistent with posting on your page, with your parties online, and I constantly post my why. Why am I doing low? Why am I doing what I'm doing? You know, and I have 4 different places that I post every day. I post on my group page, my business page, my personal page, and my husband's personal page. That way, if I post something on the group, we share it in the other 3. Like if I'm trying to book parties or if we're doing a party on that night, that's just the way of getting the word around to get more business coming through. And then the last thing that I do is I go above and beyond for my customers. If someone can't come to me, I'll go to them. Doesn't matter if I have a party with them or not. I pack up my inventory and I bring it to them. If customers want an outfit put together for them, I'll drop everything right then and there. I've done it during live sales. I've stopped what I'm doing and I will go search for items. My husband usually takes over at that point. we kind of tag team it. I've had customers that will just show up at the door sometimes and shop, but because I've gone above and beyond, I've booked parties from them. I've had customers who have bought something from another consultant and it's too big but can't afford to ship it back. I will swap with them. I will swap the item for a size, an item in their size. Or I've had a couple of people have holes in their leggings or shirts or whatever. I've swapped it. And the reason I do that is because I'm gaining a customer out of doing that. I'm gaining, you know, how do I say it?
You're not losing the sale.
Yeah, I'm not losing sale. In the long run, they'll turn around and they're like, oh, Misty helped me. Misty was willing to do this. I'm going to go shop for Misty, or I'm going to do a party with Misty. So that's what I try to do, is I show my customers that they're number one. I do have specific times, and, I make very clear, these are the times I work. I can work from this time to this time during the day, but then most of the time I won't hop on until after my kids go to bed. So they know that, but they know that they can text me and say, hey, Misty, if you're not busy, can I come to your house? And if I'm not doing anything, I let them come. So just going above and beyond for your customers. The more you give, the more you get. I really believe in that. So that's what I suggest. I also I kind of play with it a little bit when I'm booking parties. For those who don't know LuLaRoe, I say, do you want to host a fashion show at your house instead of a pop-up? Because a pop-up seems like it's this formal, but if I say fashion show, I have a lot more responses that way. So those are my suggestions.
And I like some of the giveaways. You said sometimes you have to be creative about how you get those parties booked, and that you just did a giveaway for.
Oh yeah. So I'm currently doing a giveaway on my group that's, I have to have 8 minimum parties booked from customers for them to be entered into the drawing to receive a free pair of leggings for a year. And the reason I'm doing that is because from their parties, so they book a party, I have 8 people who booked a party. I could potentially get 8 more parties from those 8 parties each. And so, for me, it's just like a snowball that the parties will keep coming. So, and that's my way of thanking them for booking a party and continue booking from there. So that's what I'm doing now. And I already have 5 parties booked. So we're almost there.
I think that's amazing. That idea. And I love, how creative is that? I wouldn't have thought of that. So that was such a good idea. And sometimes you do have to just be creative and come up with new and interesting ideas. And on top of that, you are giving so much. It seems like you are giving so much, but in return, like you said, you're receiving a lot back, because those 8 parties can turn into 16 parties or 32. It's just going to help your business to grow. So, but your customers absolutely appreciate that. So,
right. Well, and I look at it as that's 1 pair of leggings to 20 items from each party, or, so in a way, yeah, it's 1 pair of leggings, but how much business is it actually bringing in?
Exactly.
So,
yeah. Awesome. Thank you so much, Misty, for sharing your top 5 tips. And I hope people were taking notes during that section.
I hope so too, because like I said, I've struggled. It's been a struggle for a long time now. And to see it finally take off, to finally progress, has been a true blessing in my life and my family's life. So, and you've been there through thick and thin. My late night complaints, but I appreciate it. And I appreciate you not losing faith in me, because
you've been amazing.
Who knows how long I've lost faith in myself sometimes.
Well, you're not the only one. It can be a hard business. There are ups and downs for sure, but you have been amazing. You've persevered. I know that you've had a lot of struggles along the way, with your surgery, just with moving when you first started.
Yep.
You knew and you persevered through it all and made it to this point, and I'm so proud of you. So you're an awesome example. Thanks for sharing all those tips, and I think a lot of people will be able to benefit from those ideas.
You're welcome.